dating back to Donkey Kong 64 in 1999 and the new Super Lucky's Tale, which came out in 2017, anthropomorphic animals always have been, and probably always will be, very popular in gaming. Anthropomorphism is, by definition, to give human characteristics to animals and other non-living things such as plants and objects. Although most people this day and age would be so quick to jump on the bandwagon and be like, ugh, furries! They were once very popular. Well, in gaming at least. So popular that Sonic the Hedgehog was even in rivalry with Mario Jumpman Mario himself. Without further ado, here's my top 10 list of anthropomorphic animals. Please note that what you're about to see is all, well, my opinion, and we may not share the same opinion, but please feel free to let me know your top 10 list in the comments below. Oh, I've also made sure that there are no Pokemon in this list, because, you know, that's like a whole load of Pokemon.
Has no style, he has no grace. This Kong has a funny face.
Well, no, not exactly. Sorry to disappoint, but it isn't Lanky Kong, but instead, Funky Kong. Funky Kong first appeared in Donkey Kong Country in 1994. From then on, he appeared in Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2, DKC, which means Donkey Kong Country. I just can't be bothered to keep saying the whole entire phrase or word, whatever, the whole entire time because I'm getting tired. DK64 and DKC Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Switch. He's one cool dude and even had everybody's favourite stage in Mario Kart Wii. Now, I know what you're thinking. But Vaporeon, Isabelle is a sweetie. Why is she this far back on the list? Well, that's just because she is, okay? What do you want from me? I got more characters lined up which I can relate to better. But yes, Isabelle is a sweet cinnamon roll and she has to be protected. But other than that, when I play New Leaf, I never really saw much personality shine through from her. She would most of the time just tell me information which I already knew of. I wish I could have seen her wandering around my town, or even have her come back to mine for some tea or something. I really wish I could have gotten to know her better. Now this is a bit obscure, wouldn't you say? This little dude is Davey from the game Chameleon Twist on the Nintendo 64. He follows a white rabbit down a hole, yada yada yada, all very Alice in Wonderland-like. However, when he awakens, he's in a humanoid form. He follows this white rabbit throughout the game to simply make it back home. This grappling-styled game was praised for its uniqueness and ability to think outside of the box, earning itself a neat little sequel. Davey's elongated tongue can be used as a weapon, as a means to travel over gaps, or as a way to leap onto other platforms. Once Davey's tongue is unrolled, it can be guided in any direction using the analog stick on the Nintendo 64 controller. Do I need to say anything about this dude? His attitude, attire, and overall design is amazing. Sidon is a Zora prince in the Breath of the Wild, and he's generally affable and brave and well liked by his people. There's even a fan club in game for him. Is there one in real life, and where can I sign up? Meet Long. He is a human who can transform into a rather hench-looking tiger from the Bloody Roar franchise. The main feature of Bloody Roar is the ability to transform into beasts. Once the character transforms, they regain all health lost and become so much stronger than before. Bloody Roar started as an arcade game and eventually was adapted into a video game series, which was followed by 4 sequels on multiple platforms. You may be thinking, why did I choose Long out of all the characters on the roster? Well, he transforms into a tiger, which is my favourite animal. Need I say any more? Now, I'm going to be honest with you all here. I have never actually played a Star Fox game. Ever. They just aren't appealing to me. However, when I did pick up my first ever Smash game, which was Brawl by the way, don't kill me, I instantly became attached to Wolf. He's just one mean looking dude. If you look at him funny, he might just rip you to shreds. Because I haven't played any Star Fox games, I'll be focusing on Wolf from the Smash Brothers point of view. First off, he's coated in spikes. His animations and the way he does melee attacks are sleek and powerful looking, and he arrives in a spacecraft, ejects himself into the literal vacuum of space, backflips, and then immediately challenges you. He's got some attitude. I like that about him. I've talked about Blaze the cat and her character origins before. Shameless plug. But alas, she still makes an appearance in another one of my videos. Blaze is sassy, strong, and likes to act like the tough guy, but deep down, right inside of her, she really does care and have a sensitive side. I guess I kind of see myself inside her. Because of that reason, she earns a spot on the number 4 list, and you should totally go and check out my Blaze video, just saying. You gotta love that bear and bird duo. But for me, Kazooie really takes the cake. She is a foul-mouthed bird who lives in her pal Banjo's backpack most of the time, poking her head out only to spit insults at other characters. Her sass, wit, and well, take it like it is, attitude really makes me laugh. She's a girl who doesn't take any crap from anybody. Her abrasiveness can also be seen in Banjo's idle animations. If the player leaves the Nintendo 64 controller unattended for long enough, she frees her head from Banjo's backpack and proceeds to jab him in the head with her beak and giggle about it. What's not to love about this? Come on, tell me. I really don't know. I love this bird, okay? Well, you all knew this king would have to be somewhere on the list. Bowser, otherwise known as King Koopa, is the main and famous antagonist of the Super Mario franchise. His appearance is super striking to me, and I fell in love the moment I saw him, despite it being all those years ago on Mario Kart 64. But that's beside the point. He's a big, spiky, evil turtle-looking monster who can spit fire, which, you know, basically checks all the boxes for me. But as discussed many times before, he isn't evil. It's been theorized that he just wants a stable home and family structure for Bowser Jr. because Bowser himself didn't have that as a child. That's kind of sad, huh? The top dog, well, squirrel in this case, is Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. His first appearance was in Diddy Kong Racing in 1997, and that was to promote his game, The 12 Tales of Conker 64. However, this then eventually became Conker's Bad Fur Day. The all-out adult themes which was present throughout Conker's Bad Fur Day was a nice change of pace as it added variety into the anthropomorphic games. It didn't follow well-known conventions which the said games traditionally held, but instead challenged them with adult themes such as swearing and over-sexualization of other characters. And I know exactly what you guys are thinking. Yes, it's that character. And that being said, I hope you enjoyed this top 10 list of my favourite anthropomorphic characters in video games. And I cannot pronounce anthropomorphic. I have struggled this whole time, so if I mess up and I've said it wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, once again, these are my own opinions, and you know, we won't all necessarily share the same ones, but I'd still like to know your own list in the comments below, and I'll try and reply to, you know, the ones I can. So please help me out. This is where, you know, I'm kind of shameless. This whole YouTube thing's gone down, but you know, if you enjoyed the video, just please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already, because it would mean a lot. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.